Tons of people will tell you that younger women are drawn to older men, and it's true. Experience, confidence, emotional maturity. These traits make older men stand out in a world full of confusion and inconsistency. But here's the catch. Most older men don't know how to use this advantage. They fumble the opportunity, they chase, try too hard, and in doing so lose her respect, and sometimes lose themselves. If you're a man in your 40s, 50s, or beyond, this isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be, grounded, powerful, emotionally intelligent. In this video, I'm breaking down the 7 biggest mistakes older men make with younger women and how to fix them. No games, no gimmicks, just presence, self-respect, and truth. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1, idolizing her. You meet a younger woman. She's radiant, full of life, and suddenly you're thinking, don't mess this up. She's out of my league. From that moment, you shift into performance mode. You become overly polite, agree with everything she says, walk on eggshells, and try to be perfect. But you're not connecting, you're convincing. And she can feel that. When you idolize her, you put her on a pedestal. You turn her into a prize instead of treating her like a person. And ironically, that's when she starts to pull away. Not because you're not enough, but because you're acting like you believe you're not. No woman wants to be worshipped. She wants to be seen, understood, met eye to eye. Not from below, not through flattery, but with real presence. So what's the fix? Normalize your interactions. Start seeing women as human, flawed, beautiful, insecure, just like you. The more you do, the less power you give away. Confidence isn't loud, it's calm. It says, I know who I am. I don't need to impress. I just want to see if we align. She doesn't want a fan, she wants a man. So stop idolizing her. Stand beside her. That's when real connection happens. Mistake number 2, mishandling the age question. You're having a great conversation. There's chemistry. Then she asks, so, how old are you? And suddenly, many older men freeze. They dodge, laugh it off, or answer like it's something to be embarrassed about. But here's the truth. It's not the number. It's how you carry it. When you get nervous, you're silently saying, I think this is a problem. And guess what? She'll believe you. It's not the age gap that turns her off. It's the shame. Women don't ask your age to judge you. They ask to see how you feel about it. If you act like your age is a weakness, it becomes 1. So what should you do? Own it, calmly, proudly. Say, I'm 48, and move on, like it's the weather. No big deal, because it isn't. Better yet, add a touch of humor. I'm 700 months old, but who's counting? Or I might be too experienced for you, but let's find out. The point isn't to brag or hide, it's to be at peace with where you are. Confidence reframes age from a liability to a strength. It becomes part of your masculine energy, your grounded presence, your quiet leadership. So the next time she asks, don't flinch, stand tall, smile. Let your age speak for your wisdom, not your worry. Because when you're at ease with yourself, she will be too. Mistake number 3, leading with money. A lot of older men fall into one critical trap. They believe their money is the main reason a younger woman would want them, so they lead with it. They flaunt their success, talk about their car, their house, their vacations. They pick up every tab, offer gifts, or even help with bills before any real connection is built. At first, it might seem impressive. It might even catch her attention. But attention is not attraction. When you lead with money, you're sending one clear message. I don't believe I'm enough without it. You reduce yourself from a man to a wallet. Now, is financial success attractive? Absolutely. It signals stability, discipline, accomplishment. But when it becomes your identity, you attract the wrong kind of interest. Some women will play along, say the right things, stay close, but not for you. They're there for what they can get. That's not connection, that's a transaction. The truth is, quality women don't want to be bought. They want to feel your presence, not just see your possessions. So what do you do instead? Let your success be felt, not flaunted. Show it in how you move, how you carry yourself, how calmly you make decisions. Let your grounded energy, not your watch or your wallet, do the talking. Speak with purpose. Share your values. Lead with depth, not dollars. Because if she's only drawn to your money, she's not the right woman. But if she's drawn to your mindset, your wisdom, your presence, now you're building something real. When you lead with character, not cash, you stop chasing approval and start attracting genuine respect. Mistake number 4, playing the mentor, another subtle trap older men fall into, trying to earn her affection by becoming her mentor. You tell yourself, if I help her grow, guide her career, give her advice, she'll see how valuable I am. So you offer support, you coach, you become her advisor, her go-to problem solver, but not her romantic interest. Because here's the thing, when you step into the mentor role, you remove the spark. You become a wise friend, not a potential partner. There's no tension, no mystery, no flirtation, just appreciation. And eventually, emotional distance. And when you finally express romantic interest, she's not flattered, she's confused. Because you positioned yourself as safe, non-threatening, and purely supportive. This isn't about hiding your intelligence or refusing to help. It's about setting the right tone from the beginning. If your intention is attraction, don't hide behind mentorship. Be direct, not with words, but with energy. Tease her, compliment her, let playful tension build. Show your confident masculine edge, not just your intellect. Because yes, women admire wisdom, but they fall for presence. They're drawn to men who lead, not lecture, who inspire, not instruct. So instead of becoming her coach, be the man who makes her laugh, challenges her thinking, and stirs something deeper. You're not her teacher. You're not her life guide. You're her equal. And when you stop playing it safe and start showing up as you, confident, charismatic, and present, that's when true attraction begins. Mistake number 5, trying too hard to look young. Let's be real. Aging can make some men feel invisible. And when that insecurity creeps in, many older men make a critical error. They try to fight age instead of owning it. They start dressing like teenagers, ripped jeans, flashy sneakers, loud graphic tees. They force slang that doesn't fit. They follow every trend, obsess over pop culture, and try to blend in with a younger crowd. But here's the truth. Trying too hard to look or act young doesn't make you appear younger. It makes you look insecure. You're not blending in. You're standing out, and not in the way you want. Younger women aren't drawn to older men despite their age. They're drawn to older men because of the calm confidence, the grounded energy, the emotional maturity, the quiet leadership. Trying to mimic youth strips all of that away. It tells her you're uncomfortable in your own skin, and if you're not comfortable being you, why should she be? The most attractive man in the room isn't trying to look 25. He's owning 45 or 55 or 60. So what's the move? Start with how you show up. Dress like a refined man. Classic, well-fitted clothing, neutral tones, clean grooming, subtle confidence. You don't need flash. You need presence. Next, stop borrowing someone else's language. Speak like you. You don't need to understand every TikTok trend or use Gen Z slang. What you need is clarity, authenticity, and self-assurance in your voice. And finally, take care of yourself. Not to look younger, but to feel better. Health, strength, vitality. Those are magnetic at any age. When you try to appear young, you become a copy. When you own your age, you become original. So stop trying to compete with 25-year-olds. Show her what a confident, grounded man really looks like. Because the moment you stop pretending to be something you're not, she'll start seeing the man she actually wants. Mistake number 6, over-talking about achievements. Say you've built a solid life. You've launched a business, climbed the ladder, traveled the world, maybe even raised a family. You've earned your stripes. That matters. But here's the misstep: leading with it. A lot of older men feel the need to prove themselves quickly, so they drop their resume into the conversation like a calling card. I've built this, done that, been there, made this much. And while those things are impressive, if you bring them up too soon or too often, it stops feeling confident and starts feeling like you're trying to be validated. You shift from presence to performance, from connection to self-promotion, and suddenly it's not a conversation, it's a monologue. She's not thinking, wow, he's accomplished. She's wondering, why does he need me to know all this? Look, your achievements are valuable, but they don't need to be sold. Real confidence lets your life speak for itself. So what should you do? Let your success show, not scream. Let it surface naturally, through stories, context, or insights that come up in real conversation, and balance it. For every story you tell, ask a question. For every insight you offer, show curiosity. Because younger women aren't looking for a man who talks non-stop about himself. They're drawn to a man who listens, who's attuned, who's present, who leads with strength but also knows when to lean back and let her shine. A man who truly listens is rare, but a man who listens with quiet power, that's magnetic. So stop trying to convince her you're impressive. Be impressive by being real, grounded, and engaged, because true confidence doesn't need to be loud. It's felt in silence and respected without a word. Mistake number 7, neglecting your physical presence. One of the most overlooked mistakes older men make when dating younger women is neglecting their physical presence. Over time, it's easy to lean on personality, success, or life experience and believe that's enough. But the truth is, attraction is also visual. It's about how you carry yourself, how you show up physically, and what message your appearance sends. You don't need a six-pack or model looks. That's not the point. But when you stop caring about your grooming, your wardrobe, your health, it signals one thing loud and clear: I've stopped trying. And that message? It kills attraction. Messy hair, untrimmed beard, sloppy clothes, dirty nails, they all chip away at the image you've worked hard to build. It creates a mismatch between the strong, mature man you are inside and the version you're showing the world. Younger women are often drawn to older men for their confidence, stability, and self-assured energy. But when your outer presence doesn't reflect that, it causes confusion, not connection. Here's the good news: you don't need to chase youth. You need to look like the best version of you. So start with the basics. Keep your grooming sharp. A clean haircut, neatly trimmed facial hair, clean nails. Dress in clothes that actually fit your frame. Classic, neutral, tailored. Timeless always beats trendy. And take care of your body, not to impress, but to respect yourself. Move often, eat clean, prioritize rest, because your physical presence is an extension of your mindset. When you look put together, you feel more grounded, and when you radiate self-respect, others feel it too. A man who invests in himself physically sends a powerful message: I value who I am. And that kind of self-value, it's magnetic. So don't let your appearance quietly sabotage everything else you bring to the table. Instead, show up fully, mind, body, and presence. Own your look, own your energy, and let her see the man who's fully alive in his own skin. At the heart of all these mistakes lies one powerful truth. Attraction begins with owning exactly who you are. Younger women aren't searching for a perfect man. They're drawn to someone who's confident, grounded, and authentic. Someone who's not pretending, performing, or chasing, but leading with quiet strength. When you stop idolizing her, stop trying to prove yourself, stop chasing validation, you create space to actually connect. The most magnetic thing you can do is live fully in your own truth. Because when you know your worth, when you walk with presence and self-respect. The right woman doesn't just notice you, she's drawn to you. And this journey isn't just about dating younger women. It's about elevating your mindset, your presence, and your life. So start today. Step into who you've always been. Own your value. Lead with integrity and become the kind of man who naturally attracts everything he desires, not by chasing it, but by embodying it. You've already earned your wisdom. Now it's time to live it.